What do we have here now, Dowie? Another bloody bloke who's trying to discredit our dearest princess of the heavens? I'm gobsmacked. The audacity for a German to tell us what's right and what's wrong. What a chaff. We must be a sandwich short of a picnic. We true erudite British people have heard all that sort of bollocks before, and we all see it for what it is. True poppycock that is. Alas, these terrible and beastly bores will always try to discombobulate the general public with all their superfluous criticisms. But the true Brits of this land will never yield. Never, I say. We will carry on and tell everyone else to keep calm and God save the King. God save the King, I say. God save the King. For that in the future we will be able to control Africa.
Whoa. Stop getting your nicks in a twist, matey. I don't need to discredit the monarchy. Enough people have already done that. Everyone outside of your tea-infested little island has already understood the irrelevance of your king. It's only a matter of time at this point until you all have your kind of French Revolution where all your heads get chopped off.
I'll wait for that day patiently.
Until then, this is more of a storytime video. Story about my experience with the topic of Princess Diana. That and my way to justify certain actions I took in the past that will be explained in this video. I will be dunking on Diana just a little bit, but that's just for my own personal gain. Don't worry, I'm not gonna make a video essay about the badness of the monarchy. Yet. Anyway, let's get on with it, shall we?
Might I suggest you get off my table?
No. So, my dear day owls and night monkeys, good morning and or evening and welcome back to another video. I'm so happy to have you all here. To start this off, we will need to get over the storytime part first. So, let me paint you a picture. We are currently in the spring of 2022. Maybe summer, not spring. I don't quite remember. It doesn't matter. And on one fateful afternoon, I was sitting in English class. It was the 8th period, and let me tell you, no one wanted to be there anymore. Everyone was basically already just waiting for the clock to tell us we could go home. However, our teacher still had a job to do. She did see that we were all tired, so she didn't try to do anything that required a lot of effort. Yet she still had to give us some assignment. So there we were, working, chatting, not really taking the class all that seriously. And neither was our teacher. And because he wasn't taken all too seriously, and because I just happened to sit in the first row right in front of her table, she struck up a conversation with me.
So, how challenging is this task?
Not all that much.
Really? What do you need to do anyways?
Do you not know what the task is?
No?
This is in no way important, but it did happen. So I think it's funny that she just gave a random task just because she couldn't think of anything better, apparently. And honestly, I would have done the same. I don't judge her on that. Well, we need to write down some points and details from this article about a Princess Diana.
Oh, the lovely lady. We really need to talk about her in another class in the future.
Wait, that's a real person?
Of course, it's Princess Diana. How do you not know that? How do you not know who Princess Diana is?
I don't know.
You don't know Princess Diana?
She doesn't seem that important.
Not important! She was everything! The princess of it, and you never heard of her!
Oh no, wait, I think I did.
Yes!
She got run over by Prince Philip, didn't she?
No, you little...
Okay, I might be oversaying this just a little, but I must truly say that at that point in time, I did not know who Princess Diana was. I did probably hear her name somewhere, but I only remembered that she was someone that died related to a car. That's why I thought she was run over. Confidently guessing it was Prince Philip that ran her over probably didn't make anything better. But cut me some slack. I remember that good old Phil is a bad driver, which he was. So I will applaud myself for at least getting some details right. Anyway, after my teacher and some of the surrounding classmates had taught me that she died in a car crash in Paris while fleeing paparazzi, the conversation ended like this. Okay, I promise I won't forget Diana. At least not everything about her.
Good, but we will definitely need to talk about her in class sometime soon. Today we'll watch a documentary about Princess Diana.
This is no joke or exaggeration. She really was so hurt by me not knowing Diana, she decided the very next class we would watch a friggin' documentary on Princess Diana. And although I can't know for sure I was at fault for making her watch basically a movie with us, I will still keep all the credit. I regret nothing! But after watching that documentary, I couldn't stop thinking one thing. Why the hell do people care about Diana? She wasn't that special, just less of a stuck-up prick. And for that my teacher made me look like an idiot in class? So yes, this is a salty response video to my 11th grade English teacher. Another angry video I'm making because I am butthurt even 2 years later. So let's talk about why I shouldn't need to care. So, we need to set some basic knowledge first. Diana Frances Spencer, Princess of Wales, was born on July 1st, 1961 and died August 31st, 1997. She was the first wife of Charles III and mother of Prince William and Harry. Her activism, glamour, made her No, I will not make those kinds of videos. At least not yet. To everyone who, just like me, doesn't know who she was, let me break it down for you. Diana was some random British blue-blooded noble person, fell in love with the Queen's son, put a ring on him, and then became the British national icon by not being a prick. But what did she exactly do? Well, let's make a list. She walked through a minefield, visited AIDS patients, visited Pakistan multiple times, advocated leprosy awareness, was a loving mother, dated an Egyptian, and wore a hoodie. Well, quite a list we have here, don't we? And probably I didn't list everything. But these are at least some of the most famous things. Now, first of all, I need to put massive emphasis on the fact that I'm not trying to argue for the badness of Diana here. I am arguing for apathy. I am arguing for my own not wanting to care feeling. So with that in mind, I will go ahead and remove a loving mother and wore a hoodie from the list. I don't care she wore hoodies, even though she's a princess. I did the same in every season of the year, and I have yet to receive a trophy for wearing a hoodie in the hot summer once. I regret nothing. And apart from that, I will also not remember her for not hating children. I know the royals have a history of mistreating children, but if my mum doesn't become a national icon for being great, I refuse to give that title to anyone. I will also remove dating an Egyptian from the list of why I should care, because she wasn't even a royal anymore at that point, so who cares that the Queen probably hated him for being Egyptian? She didn't even have to deal with him. Also, according to one article, I quote, Brown writes that sources close to Diana told her that the princess, quote, had no intention of marrying Dodi Fayed, but had a dalliance with him merely to annoy Charles and the royal family. Is that true? I don't know. Does it matter? No. Because it not mattering is my entire point here. So the rest of the list looks like the following. And I really need to say that I absolutely support those actions. What, you think I would try and argue leprosy awareness is bad? Please, I'm a true woke scold social justice warrior general snowflake buzzword. Of course I think progressive things she did are good, but again, my point is that she's not that special. And I think these things don't discredit that. Look at other rich people, it's called philanthropy, and they all love it. Now, am I saying that she definitely did all of that just for publicity? No, but maybe she did. I don't really know, and neither do you. Personally, I just look at these photos and think, you're telling me these weren't staged? Please, I mean, you can clearly see the goose in that one. Ah! So, as I was saying, rich and important people love to do stuff that makes them look good. I don't think she had bad intentions, but would Lady Di have visited leprosy or AIDS patients if no one had a camera focus on her? Maybe, I don't know. But if there are people out there, like Bessie Blunt, a physical therapist who created a device that could help amputees eat, which she licensed for free to the government and no one is mad at me for not knowing her, I feel justified in not knowing Diana. But I think I've justified myself here enough, and I didn't even mention how she had her husband fire longtime staff because she thought they got close to him, or how she made Charles look really bad even though she cheated on him first. Anyway, time to come to the conclusion of this video that definitely made no one mad. Oh. Oh, bollocks. Okay, so now that tempers have calmed a bit, let me conclude this rant about someone that died over 20 years ago. Oh god. So, the irony is not lost on me that in my attempt to argue that Princess Diana is not a must-know, I have learned more about her than I ever thought I would. And I must again emphasize that I'm not shooting against Diana here, rather against her fans. I feel like she's a martyr that deserves every last bit of appreciation there is. Personally, I think Diana probably was a nice person, and probably a lot of a better person than the rest of the royals. She did a lot of good, all the stuff I already mentioned, as well as being positive towards LGBTQ people and being a role model for women all over the world. Well, maybe not for every woman, but at least a lot. But just like every human, she isn't the perfect little angel some make her out to be. Her marriage with Charles was a mess, and how much each of them was at fault is not a topic I have the willpower to get into. But Diana sure knew how to manipulate the media in her favor. I don't doubt she loved her children very dearly, but she did also make her divorce a very public affair, which would inevitably pull her children into that as well. All this is to say that I don't doubt that she was a very cool person, but what I find rather weird is that a lot of people that adore her seem to pull all the wrong conclusions. The reason she seems so different for being a loving mother, or for speaking her mind, or for simply not being racist, is just that the rest of the royal family was often exactly that. Racist, cold, apathetic, and probably quite misogynistic. And so, what I don't get is how many people, my English teacher included, didn't come to the conclusion that the monarchy is just a bad institution. A lot of people rather just see Diana and think, wouldn't it be great if the entire royal family was just like that? Maybe it would be. But because that is never going to happen, maybe we should just get off the entire system of the monarchy. Just get rid of it entirely. I think a lot of these problems will go away if you just don't have a family that is forced into roles of certain responsibilities since they're children. I think that's probably something that we don't need nowadays. So, to end this video, I must say that it was just an anti-monarchy essay all along! Get dunked on, you British twat!